Greetings, trivia aficionados, and welcome back to another thrilling episode of 20 Questions. We're excited to have you join us once again as we embark on a riveting journey through the realms of knowledge and discovery. In this latest instalment, we have an array of tantalizing trivia awaiting you, spanning a diverse range of topics that are sure to challenge and captivate your mind. From history to science, literature to popular culture, we've curated a collection of questions designed to test your intellect and expand your horizons. Before we dive into the quiz, let's quickly review the rules. You will be presented with a series of 20 intriguing questions, each more challenging than the last. You will have just 10 seconds to provide the correct answer, so stay focused and trust your instincts, as one wrong move and it is game over. Your mission is to get as far as you can without getting a single question wrong. So whether you're a seasoned trivia buff or a curious learner eager to test your knowledge, get ready to put your thinking caps on and join us for an exhilarating ride through the world of facts and trivia. So, are you prepared to take the ultimate quiz challenge? Let's find out how far you go. Let's play 20 questions. So we go once again. We start incredibly easy as always. The child of 5 questions to start, and then we get harder as we go along, up in the ante as we go. So question 1 is this: how many wheels does a standard car have? How many wheels does a standard car have?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A car typically has 4 wheels for the right answer. Question 2. According to the well-known phrase, you should not put all your eggs in what? According to the well-known phrase, you should not put all your eggs in what?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
According to the well-known phrase, you should not put all your eggs in one basket. This proverbial expression advises against relying too heavily on a single investment, opportunity, or course of action. Instead, it encourages diversification and spreading one's resources or efforts across multiple options to reduce risk and increase the likelihood of success. Question number 3. Complete the name of this animated duo. Wallace and who? Complete the name of this animated duo. Wallace and who?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Grommets! Wallace and Gromit are the beloved animated duo created by Nick Park and Aardman Animations. Wallace is an eccentric inventor, while Gromit is his silent but intelligent and loyal dog. Together they embark on a series of humorous and often chaotic adventures in various animated films and shorts, delighting audiences of all ages with their charm, wit, and endearing friendship. Question number 4. And many thanks to the kind messages that I received in the last couple of days. Quite a few of you spotted that I was covering the PDC darts in Austria, the Austrian Open that was taking place on the PDC's European Tour. I was asked to commentate on it this weekend, and I had 1 or 2 very kind messages from a few of those listeners. So many thanks for that. And the next question is on darts, and it's this: how many points is the bullseye worth in a game of darts? How many points is the bullseye worth in a game of darts?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In a standard game of darts, the bullseye is typically worth 50 points. If it's the inner bullseye, also known as the double bullseye or inner bull, which is the smaller circle in the centre of the board. The outer bullseye, which surrounds the inner ball, is typically worth 25 points. Question 5. A baby deer is known as what? A baby deer is known as what?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A baby deer is known as a fawn. Fawns are typically born with white spots on their reddish-brown fur, which serves as camouflage in their natural habitat. They are known for their delicate appearance and are often considered symbols of innocence and gentleness in popular culture. Moving on to question number 6. What part of a suit of armour is a gauntlet? What part of a suit of armour is a gauntlet?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A gauntlet is a part of a suit of armour that covers and protects the hand and wrist. It is a type of glove made of metal plates or linked chainmail, designed to provide both mobility and protection in combat. Gauntlets were essential components of medieval armour, worn by knights and warriors to shield their hands from injury during battle. They often featured articulated joints to allow for flexibility and ease of movement, enabling the wearer to wield weapons effectively while still maintaining a high level of protection. Question 7. What part of a ship is the stern? What part of a ship is the stern?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The stern of a ship refers to the rear or aft section of the vessel. It is the opposite end from the bow, which is the front of the ship. The stern typically houses various components essential for navigation and propulsion, including the rudder, propeller and steering mechanisms. Additionally, the stern often features structures such as the captain's cabin, crew quarters and other facilities necessary for operating the ship. Question 8. Moussaka is the national dish of which country? Moussaka is the national dish of which country?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Moussaka is often considered the national dish of Greece. It's a flavourful and hearty dish, typically made with layers of aubergine, mincemeat, which is usually lamb or beef, tomatoes, onions, and a creamy bechamel sauce. It's a beloved part of Greek cuisine and is enjoyed by many in both Greece and around the world. Question number 9. What is the name of the telescope that was launched in 1990 and has provided many photographs of space? What is the name of the telescope that was launched in 1990 and has provided many photographs of space?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The telescope launched in 1990 that has provided many photographs of space is the Hubble telescope. The Hubble Space Telescope is a powerful observatory orbiting Earth operated by NASA and the European Space Agency. It has revolutionized our understanding of the universe by capturing stunning images of distant galaxies, nebulae, and other celestial objects. The Hubble Space Telescope has contributed immensely to astronomy and cosmology, providing invaluable data and insights into the nature and history of the cosmos. Question 10. The Piazza Navona is an architectural wonder located in which city? The Piazza Navona is an architectural wonder located in which city?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The Piazza Navona is an architectural wonder located in Rome. This beautiful square is one of the most famous and iconic landmarks in Rome, renowned for its stunning Baroque architecture, grand fountains and vibrant atmosphere. Piazza Navona is home to 3 magnificent fountains, including the central Fontana Quel Quattro Fiumi, the Fountain of the 4 Rivers, designed by the renowned sculptor Gian Lorenzo Bernini. It is a popular destination for tourists and locals alike, offering picturesque views, charming cafes and bustling street life. So we're halfway through this edition of 20 questions. Questions to come on rivers, adverts, classic horror films, phrases, Coca-Cola, art, Shakespeare and history. But first, to Disney. Question 11 or 20 is this. What is Sully's full name in the Disney movie Monsters, Inc.? What is Sully's full name in the Disney movie Monsters, Inc.?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sully's full name in Monsters, Inc. is James P. Sullivan. He is one of the main characters in the animated film voiced by actor John Goodman. Sully is a large, blue-furred monster who works as a scarer at the Monsters, Inc. company, alongside his best friend and colleague, Mike. Question number 12. The Tigris River flows through which capital city? The Tigris River flows through which capital city?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The Tigris River flows through the capital city of Iraq, Baghdad. Baghdad is one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world and has a rich history dating back thousands of years. The Tigris River, along with the Euphrates River, forms the cradle of civilization in the region known as Mesopotamia, providing vital water resources for ancient civilizations such as the Sumerians, Babylonians and Assyrians. Question 13. The song The Best by 1980 singer John Parr became the iconic soundtrack to the advertising for which product? The song The Best by 1980 singer John Parr became the iconic soundtrack to the advertising for which product?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, I always thought, when I've ever heard this song for this particular product, that it was just a song made randomly for this product. It wasn't. It was actually a song off an album by John Parr, and I've listened to the whole song. It is fantastic. The Best by John Parr is the iconic soundtrack to the advertising for Gillette razors. The song was prominently featured in Gillette's advertising campaign throughout the 1980s, particularly in commercials showcasing their shaving products. The energetic and empowering anthem complemented Gillette's message for providing the best shaving experience for men, creating a memorable association between the brand and the song. As a result, The Best became closely tied to Gillette's marketing efforts and remains a nostalgic reminder of those iconic commercials from the era, and now it is back up to date in their current advertising message. Question 14. Who directed the zombie classic Dawn of the Dead? Who directed the zombie classic Dawn of the Dead?
Five, four, three, two, one.
Now we're talking great films here. Dawn of the Dead, the zombie classic, directed by George A. Romero. Released in 1986, the film is a sequel to Romero's earlier work, Night of the Living Dead, and is renowned for its social commentary on consumerism and its groundbreaking depiction of zombie horror. Romero's direction helped cement Dawn of the Dead as a landmark film in the horror genre, influencing countless filmmakers and leaving a lasting impact on popular culture. To question 15. And many thanks to Paul Weston from Nottingham, who has sent this question through via our Twitter page at 20 Questions Quiz. You're more than welcome to get in touch at any time, and if you want to send a question to test the world, you're more than welcome to do so. Paul sent a couple of questions through, but this one I particularly liked. Paul is from Nottingham, listens all the time whilst delivering the post to the people of that great city. Paul, this is just for you. Many thanks for your question, and please continue to keep in touch and stay listening to 20 Questions. Question 15 of 20. Paul's question is this. From which attraction does the phrase grabbing the brass ring come from? From which attraction does the phrase grabbing the brass ring come from?
Five, four, three, two, one.
Paul Weston from Nottingham asked you, from which attraction does the phrase grabbing the brass ring come from? And it comes from carousels. Carousels, those whimsical amusement park attractions, have long captivated people of all ages for their colourful lights, cheerful music and enchanting rotating menagerie of animals. Among the many delights they offer, there is a tradition that has woven its way into the fabric of culture, the quest to grab the brass ring. In the heyday of carousel popularity, particularly in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, carousels were not just rides, but bustling centres of entertainment and competition. Many carousels featured a unique challenge. A brass ring hung tantalisingly within reach of riders as they circled around. This brass ring, distinct from the others on the carousel, was an elusive prize, gleaming in the sunlight or the glow of the electric bulbs, enticing riders to reach out and seize it whilst they whirled past. The thrill of attempting to grab the brass ring added an extra layer of excitement to the carousel experience. Riders would stretch out eagerly, eyes fixed on that shining target, fingers tense in anticipation. Success meant snatching the prized brass ring from its perch, a triumphant moment often accompanied by cheers and applause from onlookers. Yet, capturing the brass ring was no easy feat. It required timing, precision, and sometimes a bit of luck. The carousel would spin relentlessly, and riders had only a fleeting moment to make their grab as they passed by the ring dispenser. Many attempts would end in disappointment as the ring slipped through fingers or remained just out of reach. But those who were fortunate enough to grasp the brass ring, the rewards were sweet. Some carousels offered prizes, a token to commemorate the victory or a special treat for the lucky winner. Even without a tangible reward, the sense of achievement and pride in successfully seizing the elusive brass ring was enough to make the experience memorable. Over time, the phrase grabbing the brass ring has transcended its origins on the carousel and has become a metaphor for striving towards a significant goal or opportunity. It embodies the spirit of determination, ambition, and the pursuit of excellence, qualities that resonate across generations and cultures. Whether in the thrill of a carousel ride or the challenges of everyday life, the quest to grab the brass ring remains a timeless symbol of aspiration and achievement. Paul Weston from Nottingham, thank you so much for your question, and if you would like your question featured on 20 Questions, get in touch on X at 20questionsquiz or drop me an email, 20questionsquiz@gmail.com. So we've reached now the final 5. The 5 hardest questions on this edition of 20 Questions, and they will feature Coca-Cola, another question on horror movies, art, Shakespeare and history. 16 of 20 is this. Coca-Cola. In 2006, which Coca-Cola drink didn't impress consumers, despite having double the amount of caffeine and a coffee flavour? In 2006, which Coca-Cola drink didn't impress consumers, despite having double the amount of caffeine and a coffee flavour?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Coca-Cola Black was introduced in 2006 as an ambitious attempt by the Coca-Cola Company to blend the familiar taste of cola with the bold flavours of coffee, aiming to appeal to consumers seeking a unique beverage experience. Marketed as a fusion of 2 beloved beverages, Coca-Cola Black promised a bold and refreshing taste that would satisfy both cola enthusiasts and coffee lovers alike. One of the key features of Coca-Cola Black was its high caffeine content, boasting double the amount found in regular Coca-Cola. This extra kick of caffeine was intended to provide consumers with a boost of energy, making Coca-Cola Black an appealing choice for those in need of a pick-me-up during their busy days. The flavour profile of Coca-Cola Black was carefully crafted to balance the sweetness of cola with the rich, robust notes of coffee. The result was a complex and intriguing taste experience, with hints of caramel and vanilla complementing the deep, slightly bitter undertones of coffee flavouring. The combination of these elements aimed to offer consumers a refreshing yet indulgent beverage option that could be enjoyed on various occasions. Despite the meticulous formulation and bold marketing efforts, Coca-Cola Black failed to gain the traction and popularity that the Coca-Cola Company had hoped for. Despite initial curiosity from consumers, many found the flavour combination to be too unconventional or polarising for their tastes. Additionally, some consumers may have been hesitant to embrace a beverage that strayed too far from the traditional cola flavour they were accustomed to. Ultimately, Coca-Cola Black struggled to find its place in the market and faced challenges in competing with the established cola brands and coffee-based beverages. After a relatively short stint on shelves, Coca-Cola Black was discontinued, serving as a reminder that even innovative and ambitious products can sometimes miss the mark with consumers. Nonetheless, its brief tenure left an impression on the beverage industry, showcasing the potential for experimentation and creativity in the development of new and distinctive flavours. To question 17, we've had one question on horror, but this for me is perhaps the greatest horror movie ever made. 17 of 20 is this. What was the name of Quint's boat in the iconic 1975 film Jaws? What was the name of Quint's boat in the 1975 film Jaws?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In the 1975 film Jaws, directed by Steven Spielberg, Quint's boat, the Orca, is more than just a vessel. It's a character in its own right, embodying the rugged spirit and relentlessness determination of its captain. The Orca is a weathered and well-worn fishing boat, reflecting the hard life of its owner, the seasoned shark hunter Quint. Its name Orca refers to the scientific name for killer whales, also known as orcas, which are formidable predators of the sea, much like the great white shark that Quint and his crew set out to confront. As the primary setting for much of the film's action, the Orca becomes a symbol of both adventure and peril. Its weather-beaten decks and rusted hull bear witness to countless voyages and battles with the ocean's fiercest creatures. Yet despite its rugged appearance, the Orca is a sturdy and reliable vessel, capable of navigating the treacherous waters off the coast of Amity Island. Throughout the film, the Orca serves as the stage for tense confrontations between man and beast. From the harrowing shark attacks to the dramatic clashes between its crew members, the boat becomes a crucible where courage is tested and alliances forged in the face of danger. Despite its humble appearance, the Orca holds a special place in the heart of viewers, invoking a sense of nostalgia for a bygone era of seafaring adventure. Its name, emblazoned proudly on its stern, serves as a reminder of the indomitable spirit for those who dare to challenge the forces of the deep. In the end, the fate of the Orca mirrors that of its crew, and it becomes a battleground in the ultimate showdown between man and beast. Though battered and broken, its legacy lives on in the annals of cinematic history, forever immortalised as the vessel that dared to venture into the jaws of the greatest predator the ocean had ever known. 3 to go. Question 18 of 20 is this. What artist's painting of a distracted girl inspired the book and movie Girl Interrupted? What artist's painting of a distracted girl inspired the title of the book and movie Girl Interrupted?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The painting that inspired the title of the book Girl Interrupted is Girl Interrupted at Her Music by Dutch artist Johannes Vermeer. This painting depicts a young girl seated at a harpsichord, seemingly interrupted from her musical practice by someone entering the room. The title of the book, authored by Susanna Kaysen, draws inspiration from this painting to invoke the theme of interruption or disruption in the life of the protagonist, reflecting the challenges and disturbances she faces during her stay at a psychiatric hospital. We have 2 questions left on 20 questions. The first of which is on Shakespeare. 19 of 20 is this. Which Shakespeare character says the line, "Something is rotten in the state of Denmark"? Which Shakespeare character says the line, "Something is rotten in the state of Denmark"?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, did you fall into the trap? Did you fall into the trap? You went Denmark, you thought Hamlet. You'd be wrong. It is from Hamlet, but I asked which character said that line. The line, "Something is rotten in the state of Denmark," is spoken by Marcellus, a character in Shakespeare's play Hamlet. Marcellus says the line in Act 1, Scene 4, expressing his unease about the troubling events unfolding in the Kingdom of Denmark, particularly in relation to the sudden appearance of the ghost of King Hamlet and the political intrigue surrounding his death. This famous line has become emblematic of the play's themes of corruption, deceit, and moral decay. So we have made it once again. 19 down, 1 to go. Question 20 of 20. If you've got the previous 19 right, and I did make them tough for you this week, this is the question you need to get right to say that you have defeated 20 questions. And in all my time of doing this since July of last year, I'm still yet to hear one person say they've done it. 20 of 20 is this. Which historical figure is rumoured to have made his horse high priest of his temple? Which historical figure is rumoured to have made his horse high priest of his temple?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, what a fascinating story this is. Do you think you got it right? The hardest question of the 20? The historical figure, rumoured to have made his horse a high priest of his temple, is Caligula, the Roman emperor who ruled from 37 to 41 AD. Caligula was famous for his erratic and tyrannical behaviour during his reign, and the story of appointing his horse, Incitatus, as a high priest is one of the most bizarre anecdotes associated with him. During his brief but infamous reign, Caligula's actions often veered into the realm of the bizarre and yet grotesque. He exhibited signs of megalomania and a penchant for excess, engaging in lavish spending, grandiose building projects, and extravagant displays of power. One of the most notorious tales associated with Caligula involves his horse, Incitatus. According to ancient historians, such as Suetonius and Cassius Dio, Caligula is said to have pampered his beloved horse with luxurious accommodations fit for a monarch. Incitatus reportedly had a stable made of marble, an ivory manger, and a collar adorned with precious stones. However, the most sensational claim is that Caligula considered appointing Incitatus as a high priest. According to these accounts, he allegedly intended to elevate his horse to the position of consul, and even made it a member of the Roman Senate. Some sources even suggest that Caligula held mock trials in which Incitatus participated, further underscoring his eccentric behaviour and disregard for tradition. Surely there's a Monty Python sketch to be made here. The veracity of these stories is a subject of debate among historians, as they came from sources writing decades after Caligula's death, and may have been exaggerated or fabricated to discredit it. Sorry, I can't stop laughing. To discredit him. Nevertheless, the tales of Caligula's excesses, including his treatment of Incitatus, have become emblematic of his despotic rule and the decadence of the Julio-Claudian dynasty. Caligula's reign was marked by widespread fear, repression and political intrigue. His erratic behaviour and cruelty eventually led to his assassination in 41 AD, just 4 years into his reign. Despite the brevity of his rule, Caligula's name has become synonymous with tyranny and excess, leaving a lasting imprint in the annals of Roman history. Wow, wow, wow. What a tale to end about Caligula, the Roman emperor who tried to make his horse a high priest. Extraordinary. How did you get on this week? Why don't you let me know on X? I would love to hear from you. At 20 Questions Quiz. Drop me an email, 20questionsquiz@gmail.com, wherever you may be in the world. We're now up to nearly 100 countries. This little podcast has now reached to all across 6 continents of the world. Wherever you may be, thank you for joining us. New episodes are available every Thursday. Thank you for your support wherever you may be in the world. Tell your friends, tell your family, test your work colleagues, test whoever you can. Let them know about 20 questions and see how far they can go. From me, Johnny Bryan, once again, thank you so much for your company. Until next time, see you soon. Bye for now.